Hey, it's Coach here. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. Do wah, do wah, do wah. Look, you know, I've said you got to keep practicing that putt. And if you guys have been keeping up with any of the tournaments, any golf tournament in the last 2, 3 weeks, you know how important it is to putt. Now, you haven't seen me in maybe a little short time, and since the last time you seen me putt. So I decided that I would start this off with a putting. So let's go. Remember, my thing is that you get up, my right hand, this is what I do, right hand, get my club flat, come over my left hand, practice stroke, and go. So let's see what happens. I do know that there was a tournament a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that a gentleman missed a 2-foot putt. Not today, Jose, not today. Now, let's try it again. 2-foot putt. Let's get easy. Boom. You tell me. I tell you, it looked like money to me. All right, here we go. Once again. And I think if you watch that kid Cantley, he did a lot of this to get his balance, make sure that he was just right. And if you looked at his right foot, he moved his right foot ever so slightly. He would start it out square, and then he moved it just ever so slightly. And I kind of noticed that I'm doing the same thing. Not that I'm copying his style. I'm a little bit older than him, so maybe he saw me somewhere. You know, could have been on one of these YouTubes. Who knows? But anyway, here we go. I'll tell you what. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing, but you sure enough know how to, should be able to putt. So here we go. We're almost here. This is 4 feet. Now, again, in another major tournament over the last 2 to 3 weeks, there was a putt for the win. 4 feet, ladies and gentlemen. 4 feet. 4. I wear size 12, so that's 2 feet right there. 3, 4. 4 feet. Let's see what we got. And I'm going to tell you, I haven't practiced since the last time we did this. Okay, here we go. 6 feet. If you remember, Bryson had a chance for the win. I think his putt was really about 8 feet. Might have been less than that. Let's say anywhere between 9 to 6 to 9 feet was the winning putt. He didn't make it. However, Cantley had one. I said that it was actually about 20 feet. It was only 17 feet, 7 inches. To win. For the win. For the win. Can I get a drum roll? Focus, focus, focus. Ooh, bam! Hey! Now, I want to talk to you guys about something special that just happened. It just happened. Okay, so let me get over to my station here, and we'll go forward from there, okay? I just wanted to recognize some folks. I just got back from physical therapy, did my putts, and there was a package at my front of the door, and this is it. This is a praying plant. It's called Calathea maranta. The mesmerizing patterns found in the foliage of Calathea houseplants will likely make you do a double take. These stunners are absolutely beautiful and can add bold color and texture to any area of your home. Even undersides of the leaves can add visual interest as they may provide a rich pop of color visible during the evening. Calatheas are sometimes known as prayer plants. We all can use some of that. These indoor plants have garnered this name through their unique movements, known as, don't get me started, nice and nasty. Did I say that right? NYCTINASTY. I know if nothing else, it does say NY, night, 10 nasty. Y'all look it up. The leaves move throughout the course of a day. It is the thought this movement allows the plant to best capture the sun's rays. The leaves will lift upward with the front or face of the leaves all bunched together at night, but lowered during the day in order to receive light. So I think the people on my job, the CFCC unit, who has sent me a card and, for speedy recovery, and now they sent me a nice house plant. Here's a card. We're thinking of you. Oh, excuse me. Just a second, I'll get that. Got it. Okay. We want you to know that you're thought about and you wish comfort and healing a little more and more each day. I want to thank the folks on my job. When people, what they say, show a little kindness each day, this is huge. Because even though things are going well in recovery for me, this has uplifted my spirits another 10, 15 notches. You cannot believe how great I feel right now. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you guys taking a moment to hear me out, to listen to me. I know I got some corny jokes, but then again, there's some good things said. Listen. But I want to, again, say to you something that this kid Cantley said at the tournament this past weekend, which was he practiced and he tries to remain focused during the course of a round. Each shot is just that, an individual shot that takes individual thought. The only time he goes away from that is when he's walking toward the ball for his next shot. So take that with you and take it to the bank, because I know he's going to cash that big check sooner or later. $1 million plus. It's not a bad weekend of work. $1 million plus. So anyway, just wanted to drop this on you just for a second. So give me a moment. Let me put this out the way. I don't want to drop anything. So give me just a second there, okay? All right. Oh, and the card did say, we are thinking of you and hope your recovery is going well. Sending you strength and well wishes. Love, your CFCC family. Wow. And that's Child Family Care Coordinator, State of Delaware. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Wow. You talk about uplifting. Let's talk about, for a moment, integrity. We talk about just a moment of kindness. That was a moment of kindness. But let's talk about integrity. Integrity in the game of golf. It's important. We have folks who feel that they can come out and just play any type of way, disrespect you, disrespect how you play the game, disrespect the rules of the game, just come out and try to be, not try, but be who they actually are. Because what you see is what you really get. That's who they are. But you've got to respect this game of golf. In fact, any game that you spend time and effort to play in, you should respect it. Because the work you put in will reward you later on. That's why I talk about practicing perfect practice. Because if you practice the wrong thing consistently, then you will consistently get the same results. Was it the thing about insane? If you do it more than 3 or 4 times, then you're definitely going to be considered insane. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, something like that. I got to remember this stuff. But again, as I get older, maybe some of that, what's they call it, Provigens or whatever it's called, to help with the memory process. Maybe I'll try some of it. But muscle memory, getting back to integrity. I'm jumping off all over the places I sometimes do, but I'm excited. I feel good about the love that's been expressed. I feel good about where we are right now. I feel good about where I am right now. I feel good that we are having this moment in time together. Unlike any other day, we have this special moment together. But integrity. Honor the game, folks. Honor the game. Respect your competitor. Respect the facilities. You know, everybody isn't going to be the nicest person in the world, but that's just who they are. Be above the fray. As Michelle would say, when they go low, you go high. Plain and simple. Same, plain and simple. My grandmother used to say, kill him with kindness. Kill him with kindness. What a profound statement. Because when you treat a person with kindness, you usually disarm them. You totally disarm them because they're expecting you to combat what they're doing, and they're looking for a fight, and you're smiling and sticking your hand out and saying, no, it's okay. You good. You good. I know you moved the ball, but you're good because karma will catch up with you. And, where you thought you had a birdie, you now ended up with a double bogey. It just happens. And those things also happen in life. So be careful of that karma that you give out, not only on the golf course, but anywhere in your surroundings. And I'm speaking because I'm just totally shocked. I mean, I just do my work. I joke with everybody. I kid, and I'm just who I am. And these folks thought of the coach, and that's huge. That's huge. So integrity. It's important. Not only in golf, but in every aspect of your life. If it's something you haven't learned, then work on it. Work on it. And day by day, it'll grow. It'll grow. It'll be like the Temptations song, like a snowball rolling down the side of a snow-covered hill. It's growing. Like the size of the fish by the time it's caught on old man's reel. It's growing. Every day, it grows and it grows. And where it's going to stop, nobody knows. Sing, David Ruffin, sing. Yeah. So how's your day been? Talk to me. Send me a comment. Subscribe. Let's talk. Let's talk golf. I can't answer all the questions. Nobody really can, because this game is fickle. I'm telling you, fickle. One day you love it, next day you don't know. Next day you're out there again. But I want you to practice, practice, practice. Get with a teaching pro. Let him show you a few things in areas that you're a little weak in, and help him strengthen you. We want to, always have joy when we're about to play this game. We don't want to end up like this dude. Now, in mentioning this dude, again, during the last 2 or 3 weeks, there have been pros who have literally broke their putters in anger. And there was even one guy who decided that breaking his putter wasn't enough. He tried to rip his own hat. Now, you tell me what grown man is going to rip off his hat and try to tear it up because he's angry because he missed a putt. Not only did he miss the putt, I think he even missed making the tournament the following week. But had he been playing halfway decent the whole time, he wouldn't have put himself in that predicament. And that's what I'm trying to say to you. If you practice, play, practice, then play, practice, play, your game will improve. You can't play your way into this game. You have to practice. There's so many aspects of it. We're talking about putting. Soon we're going to be outside, and we're going to demonstrate some putting drills that I think will help you. You've probably seen them, but hey, there's nothing wrong and seeing them again. Repetition, repetition. When you were back in the first, second, and third grade, what did those teachers do? Every day was A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And you go home with your little papers and A, B, C, A, mommy, A, dad, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then before long, you started writing your name, printing your name, cursory your name. Now I don't know what they're doing in school. I asked my granddaughter to sign her name. She looked at me. What does that mean, Grandpa? I said, write your name. How do you want me to write it? Well, what do you mean, how do y'all want you to write it? Just write your name. And she started out with this. And I'm like, well, how long does it take you to write your name? You only got 4 letters. Or 5, really. Whew. Today's time. Today's time. As we grow older, times change. But some things remain the same. And the thing that has remained the same about what we're talking about or have been talking about is that you must put the ball in the hole for it to count. I don't care how much it costs you to get those clubs. I don't care how many lessons you've taken. I don't care how far you hit the ball. Until you put the ball in the hole, it doesn't count. So let's learn how to putt. Uphill, downhill, side hill. Left hand, left to right break, right to left break. Those things are necessary in this game. And then as we progress, we'll work on short game. Those wedges. And I can't tell you exactly what wedges to use because different degrees for different folks. You know, Sly Stone once said different folks, different strokes for different folks. And so on and so on. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. But he was everyday people. Who are you? You know, I have over the last, since July 21st, 2021, I have experienced humanity at its finest. I've had people call. I've had people stop by. I've had people share in my recovery. I've had people put a big smile on my face. I have watched more of Grey Anatomy and The Closer than I've ever watched. But just think of it. The life lessons that come out of Grey Anatomy. And The Closer. What if your name was The Closer? You got to be known as the closer on the golf course. That no matter what happened, we could always call on you to make that putt. The closer. So let's work on our little nicknames. Not hip hop or hippie skip or doo-wah doo-wah. Let's just call it the closer. And it's okay to be closer A and closer B, C, D, E, F, or G. Closer 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. That's as far as I can go. I can't go any further than that. Quattro, cinco. Ooh, boy, I tell you what. This is a good day. Yes, it is. They're talking about a major storm that went down there in New Orleans. It's now up here on the East Coast. And I could have sworn that between the hours of 12 and 4 this morning that the storm had hit Delaware, at least in the area that I am. But after I went to while I was at the therapist's office, physical therapist, she told me that, oh no, coach, the main storm won't get here until about 3 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, excuse me, beep, beep. So I can't talk for so long, y'all. I got to save his battery and electricity and maybe go out and get a flashlight. I got plenty of water. I got some sardines and I got some of those Vienna sausage, stuff that you can just pop out the can. And plenty of bread. Got some Frosted Flakes. I can eat those without milk. Prepare. Be prepared. Be a Boy Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country. Boy Scout. Remember those? Oh, Cub Scout? Brownies? Girl Scout. Like a good neighbor? Maybe? Humanity. There's some good in all of us. Yes, it is. There's some good in each and every one of us. The most honorous person got some good in him. Got some good in him. Sometimes we have to find it or, get it out. But again, thank you to each and every one of you who sent a note or two, took a moment to subscribe, view, hit a like button. But as time goes on, there's going to come a time when I'm going to say, hey, Del Castle, White Clay, Clifton Park, Greystone, Diamond Ridge, Forge Park, Foggy Bottom, Glen Patriots, I believe that's the name of it. Just a couple of courses that are in the immediate area. We can get out and play. Because I know all of you can hit the ball. And hit it a ton. I know all of you can just punch your butt off. I know all of you can chip like crazy. I know all of you are using the high-tech stuff. Because you're good. You're real good. I'm proud of you. I'm working my way back. I'm smiling because I can't wait. I can't wait. I really can't. But I got to take my time. Take my time. You see me bounce around a little bit in the chair because the leg hurts. I'm still swollen, folks. There's still some swelling in my right leg. And they told me that that's going to be there for at least maybe another 3 months. So, hey, it is what it is. I keep ice on it. I keep, moving it and going forth. But I want to tell you one thing. Practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Focus. Focus on the job at hand. When you're on the course, you can't worry yourself about what your partner is doing or the other guy, because he's not really your partner. You're playing for you. It's a solo game. You're not playing for anybody else except maybe your granddaughter. Let me tell you a cute story about my granddaughter. We had a putting contest one day out at Clifton Park. And we were putting and, I did well that day. We putt for $1 a hole, something like that, and 9 holes, and it might be 18 guys out there. And you'd be surprised that 18 guys, out of 18, maybe only 3 of them actually walk away. Or as we say, open hands for the deposit. But at any rate, there was a young man who could putt. And I had beat him, not only him, but I beat everybody pretty good. And I talk trash every now and then, just every now and then, just a little bit. But I had made a putt from about 17 feet as the darkness was coming over the greens, over the putting surface. And in fact, he made the putt first. So he just knew he would walk away with the money. I came in and knocked it in over top of him, and I told him to wipe that smile off his face. I don't know what I said. I get smart every now and then. But I couldn't help myself because he was one of them guys that you just had to say something every now and then. And he looked at me, and I said, "That's right. Wipe that smile off your face." And all the other 16 guys looked at, "Oh crap! Oh, we got something going on here." I said, "No, it's the last putt. It's all over." You know. 2 days later, we were out there putting again. He cleaned my clock, and I told him that weekend. This was like Tuesday, Thursday, and then that weekend, we're all gathered around because we're going to play. And I told him a story about my granddaughter, that she had asked me to take her out, get some ice cream. And I told her that this particular golfer had taken all my money. And because of him, I wasn't able to do that. So I brought him out. I brought her out to the golf course the following Tuesday. And she was sitting in the car. And I yelled out to him. I said, "That's him. That's the one who kept Grandpa from getting your ice cream." And she looked at him and said, "You a bad man." Oh my God. He was so embarrassed that when we actually went out to play that following weekend, I got all my money back. So whatever you have to use to influence your playing partners, use it. Just make it legit. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. And that's a true story, folks. That is an absolute true story. And he stopped playing. I got to the point where I was able to compete with him on a much better level because I started practicing 2 or 3 days a week. And then we'll play once a week. And then I went through a period where I was able to play every day. And in playing every day, everything I had worked on was sharpened. I didn't have to doubt myself. I knew what shot I had to make and that I was capable of making it. Confidence. That's what practice does. It gives you confidence. So put that in your memory bank. Confidence, along with focus, integrity, those things. And perfect practice makes perfect. I want to show you a drill that I want you to try. I want you to take 2 golf balls, same make and model that you generally use on the course. I want you to put them side by side, line them up to where your putter is dead center between the 2 balls. And I want you to practice putting to the hole. This was taught to me by a pro by the name of Gene Rice. Rest in peace, Gene. He told me that if I could learn this maneuver, I would become a better putter. Like I said, I would become a better putter. That was a 2-for-1 deal, y'all. And I hadn't done that in years. But the stroke is like that little guy with the plane. No, the stroke, baby. The stroke. Say what? No, you didn't. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. I know you didn't. I know you didn't say that. You didn't mean to say that. But it's okay. Say what you want, think what you want. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that swing. Do-wah, do-wah, do-wah.